apartment fire dispatched about 2:15 this morning at 8905 East Harry. When crews got on the scene, they had very significant fire showing from the second floor of this apartment building. Luckily, everybody had evacuated prior to our arrival. We did do a search and made sure everybody was out. Fire was brought under control. We had one person who was treated on the scene, but it ended up being more of a medical situation than anything related to the fire, and they refused any additional service. The post-fire investigation indicated the fire started on the second floor in a common area, sort of the walkway, and we were able to determine that the cause was a discarded cigarette. There was also some potential for some other debris thanks to the winds that we had all yesterday and into the evening, and probably the wind was a factor to help this blaze actually accelerate to the level it was. It was a 3-alarm fire, mainly because when you have a apartment fire at that time of the morning, we're very concerned about the risk to human life, so we want to get as many crews there as possible to help effect rescue. We estimated a loss at about $750,000 to structure and $250,000 to contents. It's a 12-unit building, and about 8 units are uninhabitable. The other 4, once they get power back, they could probably stay in there, but that's going to be up to the management.
And Stu, when you say a walkway, was that outside?
Yes, it's an open-air walkway, sort of with a balcony that faces out to the parking area.
But everybody goes out there?
Yes. Yeah, you would go out of your apartment door and you're in an open breezeway on the second floor, and then you go up down the common stairs.
And the cigarette that was discarded just dropped on the ground, or was it in any sort of container?
We know that there was a plastic pot out there that was used, but this particular one, we know somebody flicked one into that area, and that's where the fire came from, so we're not sure if it got into some debris or if it actually got into the plastic pot. Pot was destroyed as well, and that we see that quite often, where people think a plastic flower pot with potting soil is a good ashtray, and it's not. It's a good way to start a fire. Especially with the winds that we have, it's just basically like a small little charcoal thing going until it gets to the right level, and then it bursts into open flames.
You see that quite often then?
Yes. Yeah, that's unfortunately a lot of balcony fires we have, and this is basically a balcony. It's just a common area, or because of that, improperly disposed of cigarettes, and then with our winds just sort of fan it and keep it going, and then we have a very significant fire. Luckily nobody was hurt in this one.